Well, 3 games now where you've conceded late goals, Andy, and lost points that perhaps you think you should have deserved. Very frustrating.
Yeah, it was a scrappy game, but when we got ourselves in front, and I think we had opportunities second half to kill the game, and that's probably the most frustrating thing, where you get your second goal and then maybe the game opens up even more. The save from the goalkeeper, from my position and watching it back, it looks well over the line. I may well be proved wrong. But then we don't defend a ball into the edge of our box. It's a great finish from them. But to concede the amount of goals we are conceding late on in games is costing us vital points, and it's something that we have to solve.
Yeah, the goal, the equaliser, not dissimilar in some ways to the goal at Colchester, was it, where the ball was on the edge of the penalty area? Yeah,
they know that they get the first contact on the edge of the box. Listen, it's a brilliant finish. But so the frustrating thing from my behalf is that we didn't take the game away from him when we had the opportunities in the second half. He was a bit basketball-y first half, I've got to be honest. Transitional moments, they attack, we attacked, we get a goal from JJ. I think JJ put it in. So yeah, we're going for it at half time. We changed things and put the two up top and equal up numbers in the middle of the pitch to try and get some more control. And say we then had the moments in the second half, but we couldn't finish the game off. We couldn't kill the game. And when you've lost the last couple, you sometimes get those scrappy performances where you go and win it 1-0, but you've got to see the game out then, and we haven't managed to do that.
You made 5 changes. Is that a reaction to the Salford performance?
Yeah.
And Lee O'Connor not involved at all. Lee got a problem?
Yeah, his ankle. We think it's short term, but this game came too quick.
As you say, the game started, they were pressing high, obviously, and there were lots of spaces around that, and you started with the back 4, which is unusual to see you start the game in. Was that to match them, or was that just...
No, we pressed from that shape, thinking about what they wanted to try and do. Obviously, our preparation from the game, and we always kept +1 on our defensive line. It's something that we've looked at in terms of trying to get higher pressure. Then you've obviously got to deal with the first ball, which goes into our defensive line. But yes, it's something that we're looking at, and we're trying to look for solutions.
Joanne's side, he's obviously getting himself up to full fitness. Looked a little bit happier perhaps when Davison was up alongside him there and getting more touches and more involved.
Yeah, trying to get someone up and alongside him. So when you're playing with those 2 10s, you're trying to do the same thing as well with another man. But we obviously ended up with Josh alongside him and Charlie in front, trying to get balls into him and then pick up second balls from that. So the more game time he gets, the better he's going to be.
In terms of Jason Lowe again today, that sort of showed just how calm he can be in situations, and like Richie Smallwood as well, he can pick a pass out 30 or 40 yards, can't he? Yeah, of course. And as you say, you've asked me the question, why was the team changed on the back of Salford, and some players came on in the Salford game and did themselves no harm, hence why some of them built on that on Tuesday night, and hence why they started today. So we've got the numbers we've got. Unfortunately, so we've got some injuries. That's the 18 players we've got fit. So we have to find the solution to the players we've currently got fit, and that's my job. Jaden Joseph, you say he's certainly impressed in the bits we've seen from him so far, earned his start, and I mean a big day for the young man, his EFL debut, and he scores a goal as well. Yeah, really pleased for him. Say he's come in and he's made an impact, and I thought he was deserving of the start. Great that he scored on his league debut, and I'm sure he'll remember that moment for a long time, but I'm sure he would have remembered it better if it was 1-0. Yeah, I think his first touch actually ran away from him, and then the defenders just hesitated, but he was sharp enough to get his foot in there. Yeah, he went to it, and obviously we're looking at them and how they've been playing, and maybe some individual mistakes and them have cost them points. So he capitalised in that moment. Have you had a word with the assistants or the referee about the goal that you thought was and wasn't? No. He's not going to change his mind now. I can't show him any video evidence of it. I've only got the live view, and then watching it back on the video from this side of the pitch, it may well look different from the TV angle. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but it looks over the line. So that's a key moment within the game. It gets us 2-0 up, and maybe gives us a chance to play with a little bit more control and more spaces. They have to take more risks. But say it's our own fault that we didn't finish off the game, because it wasn't the only opportunity. Maybe it's the quality of the last pass which creates
creates a really good opportunity, and we didn't make enough of them.
And as you say, as you go forward, that's the key really, because you could be 6 points better off. You're not, but you know which areas really you need to improve on.
Yeah, we should be a lot more points better off. And yeah, we need to keep improving and finding out the reasons why we're conceding those late goals. Is it usually just one thing? No, it's possibly a number of things. But say, if you want to be a successful team, the points we've already lost from winning positions, that we can't continue from that.
Appreciate your time as usual, Andy.
Thank you very much.